Hey YouTubers, how was your weekend? Here we are, Big Jim, Ninja Boy, Bad Lad Dad, back with some more WWE SuperCard action. Now, what we want to do today is just talk about the Fusion Chamber. As you can see, we've had some luck there with Sheamus as an ultra rare. I'm going to be tapping on the iPad again, and he's probably going to be nudging me, telling me I've pressed something wrong. But bear with us as we go through. We want to find out how you got on with your Fusion Chamber so far. But just while I'm scrolling down, I can just see that I need to make a little King of the Ring tinker here, because I've got the weak guys in action, so the main guys can boost up. So let's just reinstate people here. Shouldn't be doing too badly, probably third or fourth position. Only got about another day to go. So
put Hogan in the tag team.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
And the other card is Warrior.
Warrior, come out to play. Yeah. Right, okay. How's that looking? A bit of a tweak. There we go. That's better for the old for the tag team. One of the things I was going to say with the Fusion Chamber is we've got something cooking which we're going to open very shortly.
Let's do a charisma. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
But don't ever leave it empty. It's never should be empty. Even if you've not got any plans to do anything, just make a common fusion card, just so you've got the ingredients there for later. We've been doing that quite regularly.
And if you don't want to do any more, then you might as well just train them into other cards that you want
look,
to
we're
be.
fourth, so that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Right,
now
let's see if we can get down to the bottom of the screen now. Naughty Dad stopping off. Right, Fusion Chamber. WWE Fusion Chamber. Because obviously it was run by pirates.
Common.
Right.
Power.
This was our,
power.
as you can see,
Power.
I've not gone into the Fusion Chamber. I get distracted easily, I'm sorry about this. This is how we did Road to Glory. We were doing okay up to this point. Brock was a bit of a struggle, we were down to 3 pointers there, but we still got him. This was tough. 1 pointers all the way, and then it just got to the point where we couldn't do any more. But this account's been going 3.5 weeks. You do have to bear that in mind. And we obviously got a lot further than our first Road to Glory, which we'd only been playing the game for a couple of days.
I got up to
on this
Rick
account.
Rude, I was like this close.
Yeah. Anyway, Fusion Chamber. Back to Long John Silver in the Fusion Chamber.
I'm confused.
Right, and we have.
That's our first classy Freddy Bless.
It is our first carrying a golf club. Right. Or it looks like a pancake maker. Or yeah, no, I'm going to burn him off. It's a good thing there. It's plus 2 points per stat. It's not bad when you just started, but for now, Fusion Chamber, that's exciting. Right, let's put him in there now. I'm going to use some of the better guys that we've got stored up as fusion fodder. I still got no idea whether the quality of the card you're putting in makes any difference to the quality of the card coming out. What we do know is those fusion cards that you get out, that you're going to burn off later, just do not bother building them up and wasting cards on them, because when you then actually try and either put them into other cards to feed them up, or you're going to burn them in the fusion chamber, that's not going to make any difference. So
No.
if you're not going to use the fusion card, you can use it, but leave it on 0. Don't waste your good cards on it. Right, let's have a look and see where we stand with our various cards. So here you go, common. That's what Jack's swagger looks like. Again, we're going to burn him off. He's fusion fodder. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, mate. So his stats there, pretty healthy. Not bad. Good looking card. Good looking lad. Well done. But as I say, he's going to be used as fusion fodder, so it's not worth us adding any stats to him. Rosa, a good looking girl. Now, we've not used anything for her so far, but we don't want to get rid of her because you can't get her as a low-ranking card. And some cannon fodder. Right, we've just used the uncommon card, haven't we? Which is classy Fred Bossy.
And Sean.
Fred? Mizdow. Now then, we had 2 Mizdow's. Twice we stopped on our fusion burning trail because of Mizdow's appearance, and we've pro'd up. This is the max pro you can get. We took his 2 individual cards. He's absolutely awesome,
and that's why he's called Damien Mizdow.
I can't say any better than
Even
that.
though Miss is not
Got a friend who
awesome.
might say the same thing.
With cannon fodder.
And more cannon fodder. Don't forget to keep these cards. Now you've got to keep 3 or 4 cards because you're going to need them in the chamber. And it's going to be nothing worse than going there and then, I've got to suddenly grind off some cards. Nemini from Raw, Naomi, she's just a single card, not pro'd, but look at that, every stat in the 200s. And compare that to Super Rare Paige from the ladder, who's maxed out 145, 148, 190, 176. But Naomi's stats 200, 206, 237, 261. That is what a fusion card can do for you. Some bad news for you, Mr. Barrett. You're not going to last very long. Bad news, Barrett. He's going to be fusion fodder, but we're keeping him around for a little while. We like the look of his face. Gold Dust looks more like the mummy there. But he's definitely going to be used as fusion fodder as soon as we can get some better cards to burn off.
And some cannon fodder underneath.
And some cannon fodder underneath. But again, the very fact that those cards are sitting at the top of the other super rare cards that you have shows you straight away, without me waffling, that they've got better stats. We're very happy with this one. Sheamus, the big man. His stats there. That's a maxed out Ultimate Warrior and a maxed out Hulk Hogan who've been very good for us in our early few weeks. His stats are they're creamed. They're absolutely creamed by Sheamus and his stats. There's Miz untouched. Sorry, Miz, you're not going to make the cut, mate. You see Dolph Ziggler, 22 out of 30 there. Miz, nothing, and he's still got better stats sat above him. These fusion cards, you can't stress enough. They're real game changers, but we're enjoying it. I mean, it's much better and much more satisfaction for us as game players than people going in and just buying loads of cards.
No.
Because one of these things,
That is our first good pro card.
I'm a bit uncertain about this buying a Diva card. I mean, this morning for the lad, I bought a Diva card, which I'll tell you about, or he'll tell you about in a minute. But I like the fact that even people who were spending $50 or whatever on buying cards, that they'd struggle to get a Diva, and it always gave you that chance to beat them. But now they can go in and use their money to do that too. But hey, it's the instant hit. If that's what they want, that's what they want. For me, I prefer more of the build up and put a bit of effort. Hang on, just need to explain something. Come here. I like a bit of foreplay beforehand and then build up to the main event. But if they have the bit sort of wham bam, thank you ma'am, fine. If that's what floats the boat, that's great. I'll explain in about 20 years, mate, okay?
Okay.
So then, what are you going to do? What did you get this morning?
I got a second up rare page. Now I've had 2 chances to pro an epic. Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. Cannon fodder. I haven't pro'd them. Never ever cannon fodder. But I'm going to do it with my 2 ultra rare pages.
Yeah. Basically, what he's saying is, don't be an impetuous fool. If you've got 2 of the same card, take some time, build them up, get them maxed, combine them, max that card out. You'll be farting for joy.
If they're uncommon or rare minus, just train them in.
Yeah.
Combine and train
when it
in.
gets to the lower cards, the common cards, the uncommon cards, if you do combine them to feed them into another card, there is a slight increase on their stat. Put them in as a combined card than there is as single cards.
Because I put 1 common pro in, 1 common increases it by 21, but the common pro increased it by 45.
There you go. It's not much, but as they say in life,
24.
every little helps. Anyway, Dolphy Boy there maxed out both of his cards and then pro'd out the main card as well. We're trying to pro him out as a main card. We've got 21 out of 40 so far. One thing we didn't notice from Road to Glory was how many people don't pro their cards correctly. For goodness sake, people, it's not that difficult concept to understand. Get your card, max it out, then combine it with the other card that's also maxed out, gives you bigger stats. It's that simple. Fine if you only want to get up to 10 or 15 and then decide to do it because you can't be bothered or you're impatient or whatever. That's down to you. Don't let me ruin the game or tell you what you should be doing. I'm just saying what works best. Talking of what works best, Stephanie's been working wonderfully for me as a main diva. And
My best diva is
loving the Lana card as well.
Page.
I got Ricky Flair. I've got in the last 24 hours, I picked up from the Road to Glory matches, picked up a second Ric Flair, so we can max him out. and get a second pro for us there.
And a Cameron.
Rusev and Cameron, as he says.
And my last four good picks from the exhibition is Ultra Rare Hulk Hogan, Ultra Rare Rock, Super Rare Edge, and Super Rare Rock.
So I think.
And plus Hulk Hogan.
Plus, there's more.
Hulk Hogan was the first one, and he was actually just last night. So they've all been within last night.
What he's basically saying is, without spending shed loads of money, bucket loads of cash, remortgaging the cat, all that type of thing, we've been having some good fun. We started these games, as I say, under 3 weeks ago, 2 different accounts. We've picked up some great cards. I've invested in, 4 packs perhaps over that time?
Half for you and about,
Yeah.
about 4 weeks.
It's not breaking the bank. I mean, we're not going hungry. We haven't had to turn the heating off or anything. We're still alive and kicking. And as I mentioned earlier, the game developers do actually need some money to progress, and we want the game to progress. Fusion Chamber has been fantastic.
We do have to give them a bit of money.
Yeah, but you get the game for free to start off with, so it's only fair if you enjoy the game, give them a few quid back. But anyway, let's just see how we're going here.
Or like some people, $100.
Well, yeah, those people maybe have a bit more money than sense, but hey, if you can afford it, why not? Whatever floats your boat.
Maybe like $1 Million Man Teddy Bears. And that person can.
You're picturing WWE stars past and present sitting at home while you're playing the game.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do that. Do you think Hulk Hogan's sitting at home right now going, let me tell you, brother, let me tell you.
I just got myself Ultra Rare.
Picking himself in
and
tag
the boy
teams.
did on YouTube.
Warrior, he's not going in. Yeah.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
that's a
Warrior,
nice thought.
he's my friend.
The Bella twins arguing over who should be headlining. Yeah.
Like in that video with them for WWE Immortals.
Yeah. WWE Immortals. Have you started playing that yet? We meant to start playing a few weeks ago. We just haven't had a chance. So, we will tackle it, and we will be making a video about it.
And maybe about a few weeks, maybe.
I don't know. We've got a bit of time this week. As I mentioned, he's off school. I'm at home with him, as usual. Deadly duo, knocking around together. So we'll try and do something on that front this week. We'll do that. We'll make that a challenge for ourselves this week. Yeah. What are you fidgeting for? What's the matter with you? You got a coat hanger in there or something?
See, coat hanger.
Well, you got a little nib in there, have you? Okay, well, that makes thrilling viewing for
And
people
this
at home.
is in there.
Have you shown, what's that? An official John Cena label? Have you shown people your T-shirt? What have you got on today? C Nation PJs.
I also have an RKO t-shirt.
Right. Okay. Let's get back to the game then, just to finish off.
3-0 victory.
Yeah, we've built up the
Let's see
exhibition.
what picks we get.
It's a bit Green Summer Ray. Okay, we'll put those away. Now, one thing that occurred the other day, we got an ultra rare Bray Wyatt, was it?
Yeah.
And we were wondering when you get the card and it's on 0 in terms of whether you fed it up or not. You want to see what that card would be like if you fully maxed it out compared to the card you've already got. There's a brilliant spreadsheet which you can find on Reddit. If you look up WWE SuperCard Reddit, REDDIT, and spreadsheet, it's actually in the right hand column. The guys have done some fantastic work there where they've documented all of the cards, and they're going through the fusion cards as we speak. And it's a really useful guide to see that actually some of those NAFA cards that you've got are worth feeding into a card you've just picked out. And I think in his case, whoever we fed into him, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the card we fed in was an ultra rare 9 out of 25, is it? Well, whatever. Fed him in, and he actually came out as 10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's worth doing. It's worth doing. And knowing that you're feeding the better cards and discarding the cards that have done okay for you up to that point, but okay, you want to look to improve all the time. So that's another little tip. Another little tip from the Bad Lad book. So here we go.
That's the end.
That's the end. Are you saying that you've had enough? Okay,
Nah.
that's the end. Here we go. Thanks very much for joining us. It's time to go, obviously. We'll try and make some more videos for you this week, and we will see you very soon. This is Big Jim and Ninja Boy.
Bye. Jabba.